yesterday, apparently, as Brennan was walking to work, he ran into the next door neighbor, who would be the same gentleman, although I use that term very, very loosely in this case, who threatened James that he would kill our cat, and who has yelled at me and done other crazy shit. He's the one with the daughter who came over and was bragging to everybody about how much alcohol she's had, and she's like 8. Um, so he's a great specimen of humanity, that one. So anyway, he runs into Brennan and is like, oh man, we're totally like getting insulation in our place, and yeah, it's great. You're not gonna hear anything, and it'll be so fucking awesome. And yeah, I know that the noise was pretty bad, because my daughter was having the sleepover, and we told her to be quiet, but she like totally wasn't, and I mean, way to. It's my daughter's fault, obviously, not my shitty parenting. Um, anyway, that being the night quite a few months ago where there was stomping up and down the stairs until actually almost midnight. From when I got home from work about 4 until close to midnight, there was stomping from next door, like just loud thumping that was so loud and thumpy that like the pictures were vibrating and shit. And I don't know, like at around midnight, I started feeling rather like annoyed and frustrated. So I like stomped up the stairs and like did a little dance at each landing. And we have like 3 floors, so there's like a few landings. And I did a little dance and stomped up the next floor. And when I got to the top, like I could hear pounding on the other side of the wall and him yelling, and I mean, which is totally fucking retardedly hilarious since, like whatever, like what right do they have to do that? But I mean, it was kind of a childish thing for me to do, but it was fun and I felt better afterwards, so it's all good, right? Anyway, like that was a couple months ago, and he was totally apologetic to Brennan, like, now, like 3 months later. And he's just like, yeah, tell Lindsay that it'll all be okay, and, tell Lindsay that, like, which is hilarious because, how many times have I seen him around, and he hasn't said anything to me, because he's, like, obviously totally fucking afraid of me, which is hilarious. Like, I'm not violent, I'm not a bruiser, like, I'm not good at fighting, like, what would I do? I guess the only thing that makes me even somewhat frightening to him is the fact that, like, I've called him on his shit a few times, and I don't take his crap. But, yeah. I don't know, just the idea that I'm frightening. Like, I fucking played Dungeons and Dragons, and, I mean, nobody's scared of people that play D&D. Like, well, I guess apparently Vin Diesel plays D&D, but I don't know. I'm not really scared of Vin Diesel. So I'm like fucking scared of Sylvester Stallone, man. I don't think he plays D&D though. Anyway, I just think that's totally fucking hilarious. And like, and in other random news, some guy came by the store yesterday with his whole family because he was like driving down the street and he was like, there are good people in there. And then he had to come in because he felt that we were awesome people, which I think we are because we're pretty fucking rad. I also made up a song about how smart I was because I put together a bike trailer and fit it on a bike, one of our electric bikes, when most people thought that it couldn't be done, but I did it because I'm fucking awesome. Yeah, so it was to the tune of the Spider-Man theme song, but I don't really remember how it went now. It had to do with me being very, very smart. Anyway, I eventually had to stop because I ran out of rhymes. But yeah, so that's the end. And check this out. This is what scary people who will beat you up eat for breakfast. They eat blueberry scones and fruit with yogurt. It's terrifying. That's how I get all the energy to beat the shit out of my neighbors every day. Alright, that's it.